Hey everyone, it's Dom. This is a view from South Minneapolis where we live. This is a 360 panning view here. And I just wanted to let you know a couple things. We have ordered clay at the school, and we're going to be arranging pickup time, but the manufacturer is not open until the 13th. So we have a little bit of time to figure out how to get clay to you and pick everything up and get everything going. But that's downtown Minneapolis there. And this is my neighborhood here. This is where I live. This is an apartment building right next to our house. So I just kind of quickly zoomed around with the drone to grab some footage. But we're going to be talking about these, which are Roman pots, Greek and Roman pottery. So we've chosen the pot N to reproduce here at the house. I would avoid B, H, and G. Those are a little bit harder to make. They're made in multiple pieces. But here is how you make a template out of any piece of cardboard that you have at your house. And you draw yourself a template, cut it out of a piece of cardboard, something that's relatively stiff. I'm using a beer box because that's what we had. And here's the outline of the piece. You want the negative shape of the pot. The negative shape allows you to work with the piece by building the piece out to meet the profile of the shape. And that's a really important thing to consider. You don't want the positive, although it's nice to have it around, which is the inside part that you cut out that looks like the pot. You want the negative to create a profile of the pot. I've enlisted the help of my partner here because she's not as adept at making pots. I don't know that she's ever made a pot in a Roman style. And I don't know that she's made many pots at all. So I thought this would be a little better than me making a pot where things go really quick and seem really simple. So she's asking me questions and we're working together to make this object, which is why I keep popping in and out. And I'm there the whole time because she's my guinea pig for this experiment. But she is making the base of the pot here and she's throwing out a slab. This is the first time she's ever thrown out a slab. So she's resorting to kind of patting it with her hand here, which is totally fine. But she's chosen that pot N to reproduce, and she's got a profile of the object, which she will be using, and that will come in really handy for her as she gets working. All right, so she's got the slab constructed here, and she's going to move it over to the table to transition, but she's trying to figure out the width of the base. So she's got the positive here, and she's rolling it around the slab to try to figure out exactly how wide the base needs to be for her chosen object. And she's decided that spinning it around isn't going to work, so she's decided to make some score marks in the clay and then cut around to that. So here is her finished slab base. Now the most important thing is to put the clay slabs that you're going to be, or coils rather, because I think we're all going to be working with coils for the rest of the semesters, coil and slab. But here's the profile held up to the base of the pot, and she's going to construct some coils, and those coils are going to go onto the top of the base, the very top of the base. There. But she's working on the base of the pot with the coil construction built on directly on top of the slab base. Slab bases are really good and almost always better than a coil base because they tend not to shrink in uncontrolled ways, cracking and breaking as you go. So I would recommend working with a slab base rather than a coil-built constructed base. That'll work. Thank you so much.